Yes, yes, yes.
I said a hip, a hop, a hip it to the hip hop.
The Salted Nest boys in the building again.
Yes, sir.
We outside.
You guys might have noticed something new, huh?
Yeah, we had the boss up on y'all with the theme music.
You feel me?
Intro music. You know what I mean? We had to get away from that stock shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. We
leveling up slowly but surely, man.
It took us to where we needed to be.
We here though. We here. We have arrived. We are in the flesh. It's your motherfucking boy Biggs,
Billy Black,
and this is the Salted Nets podcast.
So I feel like not too much has changed. Whereas I was hoping that a lot would change in between the time we recorded the last podcast and this one, especially regarding a Mr. Damian Lillard.
Yes, it's slow season, but
apparently he's jogging from the grind nowadays. He's no longer running from it.
He's jogging from the grind.
He's jogging from he's speed walking from the grind. This shit is getting done way more slowly.
Wait. Hold on. He's no longer running from it? When was he ever running from the grind?
Well, he wants to go make a super team in Miami.
Oh, that's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now he's jogging from it. Continue.
So he wants to go make a super team in Miami, but it seems like it's not happening as quickly. Now, my money is still on that this thing gets done by the end of the season because...
I mean, they have until the trade deadline.
By the end of the offseason.
Right.
My thing is, like, I still think that there's no way we start next season with Damian Lillard in the Blazers jersey, but who knows? Maybe the Blazers are about to drop nuts, man. Maybe they're about to drop nuts.
That's the direction. That's the direction that it's looking like. If we're being honest, but like, from what's being said,
who's trading for him, knowing that he's about to wild the fuck out or not want to be there,
and not want to be there, right? And not want to play. I mean, essentially nobody in their right mind.
You are taking such a bet on your infrastructure. Like, which teams even have the infrastructure to make that kind of call?
I don't know.
Be like, if we could just get him in the door.
And I think that's more of the mindset that you have to have going into this. If you are another team that is not Miami, right? You have to get Dame in a room, right? And try to pitch what he made, you know what I mean? What he wants. And that's overall is to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, before the whole wanting to go Miami, you know what I mean? Like, Dame just wants to win. He wants a ring. You know what I mean? We know this. And it doesn't have to just be Miami. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of just making it, known that, like, yo, listen, man, this is just where I want to be. And rightfully so, man. There's a lot of good things that draws anybody to want to play in Miami. You know what I mean? Especially as of now. Like, this is the time. Like, and a player like him can definitely, catapult them into the winner circle at the end of everything. If you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, look, for me, it feels like a win to have to watch this nigga sit in this shit right now because it's been a lot of posturing, been a lot of here and there and knick-knack, paddywhack going on. There's been a lot of fuckery going on and a lot of bullshit being spewed from that camp. All right? Is it Uchiwali or is it one mic, Mr. Lillard? I don't know. Because on one end, you want to be in the same jersey for your whole career, and you could never this, and you could never that. You end up on Miami. Guess what, bucko? You skipped town to go play for a super team, my boy. That's what you did.
Right.
And you sent your shots, and that's all right. Because who am I?
So,
I'm just a guy.
So we're saying here on this podcast that with him on that team, that makes it a super team. Him and Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo.
It doesn't?
I mean, I feel like some may argue that that's not a super team.
Yo, this team went to the finals last year. Some might argue that the Celtics ain't a super team, but if you went to the Celtics, would it not feel like y'all were forming a super team?
Yeah, it would.
This team went to the finals last
year. If he was to find a way to keep JB and JT and put him there,
also,
yeah.
If it's 3 potential Hall of Famers on a team, is that not a super team?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the only one who's not a lock there is Bam, and
right.
I could see him getting in there. So it's like on a team with Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard, you got 2 surefire first ballots. Well, maybe not first battle for Jimmy, but you got 2 surefires. So it's like, what are we doing?
Right.
2 surefires and Impossible is crazy. It's nuts.
On one team.
It's a great team.
They did lose a lot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they,
you know what I mean, and haven't even made a push yet. Well, they are currently making the push, but like they haven't acquired Dame, and they have already lost a lot of pieces. You know what I mean? Throughout this,
they're trying to make room for him. It's it's opportunity cost. You can't do one without the other. You can't make room for him without losing these guys, and you can't fucking fill a space until you know whether or not you're gonna get them.
Right.
I can understand Miami playing hardball here because, like I said, like Damian Lillard has kneecapped the Trailblazers' leverage. They don't have any fucking leverage. The guy is like, I'm going here or only here, or it's going to be a problem. What the fuck are we supposed to do? They're going to try to bitch us. Miami's like, yo, we don't have to give y'all the whole fucking shit. We just don't. We know we don't.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
We got shit here he wants to play with.
Yeah,
we setting up.
He's kind of strong. Not kind of. He's strong arming his way over there to South Beach. That's tough. But nonetheless, though, they are still trying to play hardball right now. And from what the GM is saying, he is not willing to take anything that is not like, that's not even close to, a well compensation for a player like Damian Lillard. So only time will tell, man. Only time will tell.
They're going to have to do that song and dance. They're not going to get a Damian Lillard level haul for Damian Lillard. That's it. They're not going to get that. I don't know when they're going to accept it. It's fully within their rights to accept it whenever they want. They can accept it now. They can accept it in a few months. You're not going to get a Damian Lillard level player back for Damian Lillard.
I'm honestly not opposed to seeing a little Scoot and Damian Lillard action on the basketball court.
Why would anybody be opposed to it?
You know what I'm saying? For like a few months before he actually get up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you who's opposed to it.
Damian Lillard?
Yeah. He's not trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Are you fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Get me out of here. Mm-hmm. No bond? No bond is crazy. And listen, I don't understand. Like, for me personally, I get it. I get why he wants to leave. But I'm also not gonna act like he's in like this terrible situation, right? He's trying to make a better move for his career right now, as far as like he wants to win. He wants to play meaningful basketball. I understand that. I get that.
While he's still that guy.
But what you're never gonna see me do is throw on a cape for these niggas that got all this shit to talk when anybody else exercised their free agent rights. Cause that was the whole thing. Is like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas all teaming up and doing this, and what happened to honor? Yeah. What happened to it? Cause you took every fucking dollar, brother. You took every dollar.
Rightfully
you juiced
so.
this game, brother.
Rightfully
as
so.
you should.
Rightfully so.
And while you do this, nobody got nothing to say. Nobody's dick riding. Nobody's talking shit. Everybody just letting you win.
That's a fact. But not really win. Just winning in the financials.
Not even just that. Like, now that you want to be on a better team, everybody except the nigga who you was directly talking about when you was throwing shade. Man, that's within his right. But everybody is just like, yeah. Yeah, like, because these niggas that be on this whole, like, yo, I don't know what y'all niggas doing. Y'all don't want to compete. I feel like them niggas, they be coming from weird places. Except my man CJ. CJ seemed like he really was innocently just heartbroken. Like, he was just innocently distraught.
I also
what the Warriors did. But KD ain't lying. He was like, you? Y'all mad?
Yeah.
Why?
Nah, it's when he said, yeah, what y'all got going on over there, it's cute. Like, how you gonna tell another grown man that, man? Like,
he ain't tell another grown man nothing of his is cute. Don't even tell
cute,
me,
bro.
Don't even tell me my daughter cute, nigga.
I still on your
don't even tell me my daughter cute, nigga. So you got a handsome girl there, my boy. Yeah, I know.
Word.
She take after her daddy.
Right after her daddy. Fuck you,
know what I'm saying? But well, mommy, like, you know what I'm saying? I just like, let this be a lesson, and it won't, because the people that want to run with this are gonna run with this, and this not gonna be a lesson for them, because motherfuckers don't do that. The motherfuckers are not necessarily introspective, and Dame is a great guy. Actually, I don't say that about strangers. I don't know that nigga. Dame has not given me any reason.
He's perceived to be a good guy.
Yeah, Dame has not given me any reason to dislike him. So I don't want my little rants about this to be perceived as that. But I will say this: I don't enjoy how the players feed into certain narratives that I don't think logically assist them or logically make sense. Because you are taking advantage of the system that you decried. You understand what I'm saying? Not only are you leaving because you can't win where you are.
You're putting yourself on.
You only want to go to the team that just went to the finals. You only want to go to a team. And we all heard you say, and this is what upsets me, is that these players feed into this bullshit legacy thing that was always supposed to be a game for fucking fans and media. And the players were supposed to be in on the joke and understand that a lot of this shit is nonsense. Mm-hmm. But they fall for this shit every single fucking time, dude. They fall for this shit every fucking time. Where now we watch y'all make these gigantic legacy plays, and I get it. You're trying to cement yourself in one way or another, but here you are doing what's best for your quote unquote legacy. Mm-hmm. After hating on motherfuckers who wasn't doing what's best on their quote unquote for their legacy, because that's what he said. He said if Miami Heat win the championship, that changes things. That's what he said during the course of the Miami Heat's run. He's like, I would want to play for Miami Heat, but if they win the championship, that changes things. What do you mean? You either want to play there or you don't, my boy.
Truthfully.
But you worried about legacy. This whole shit is a legacy play, which is fine. But you had a lot to say about other motherfuckers' legacy plays. You know what I mean? Now you bagged up, rich. Yeah.
I already got the bag. Now I need a ring now, man. You feel me?
Like, looking for that ring.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be Chris Paul. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Because you don't want to be Chris Paul.
Shit. You don't think they got a chance?
You don't think... If he go to Miami, yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about right now. With him on the Warriors.
Yeah, sure. Like, listen, the Warriors, you
they'll
can't...
always be contenders. Until the day they're not, right?
Until we see the wheels entirely fall off.
Right.
Yeah. Until the wheels just totally fall off, then... Yeah, you kind of got to give them that.
Like, they get swept in the first round or something. Don't make playoffs for, like, a good, like, 2-year stretch. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy shit like that.
Like, what's about to happen with the Celtics?
What's about to happen with us?
I'm just talking shit, man.
Yeah, because what the fuck was that about? What's about to happen to us? Huh?
Hey.
Huh?
I think y'all are positioned to do great things.
We are in great position to do
especially when y'all shock the world and get Damian Lillard.
Huh?
Especially when y'all shock the world and get Damian Lillard.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Jaylen Brown ass is out of there.
Nah, that's not happening.
Out of there.
That's not happening. We running it back. Running it back with JB and JT.
Y'all don't even got Marcus Smart.
We running it back. You heard what I just said?
D-boy Smart. How y'all gonna run it back without the guard?
Why do you love doing that, bro?
Doing what?
Why do you always want to just give some type of false praise?
How am I giving false praise? I'm giving him his fucking flowers. That man is the first point guard to win D-boy. And
you forgetting that I know you, nigga. That's phony. Get that shit out of here.
Make some noise from my fucking D-boy. That's my D-boy.
Who, Marcus Smart?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Stole that shit right from Ben.
Listen, bro.
Give me your shit.
Mark, you will be missed in Beantown. You hear me?
You won't.
You will be, my good sir.
You will not.
You will be.
Listen, then this is not shitting on Marcus Smart. We about to have a lesson in how soon they forget. How soon they forget.
Forget what?
The service, the contribution, the depoy. How soon they forget.
Why would we forget that?
Because fans are fickle.
What you mean? Why would we forget that?
Because they don't give a shit.
He's not there anymore, so now somebody has to.
Because now he's the enemy.
I mean, on the court, yes.
See?
And only two times a year.
They're going to be calling this
whole nother coast, man.
They're going to be calling this nigga Chris Dunn.
Whoa.
Celtics fans are going to be calling this nigga overhyped
there
Chris
goes
Dunn.
the disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? I was waiting for it. I knew it was going to come. I didn't even have to say it. I didn't have to.
Disrespect is going to come from y'all.
No, it's going to
come from y'all.
How?
It always does.
How?
All you got to do is, you don't have to wait very long for Celtics fans to play themselves. We know this. We know this. But we touched upon an interesting topic earlier as far as the Warriors and their success. And I think that's going to take us to a beautiful place. Let's go there. Draymond and Jordan Poole Daddy is getting into it. And this is my issue with this punch. This is why it takes one punch. Draymond Green said a lot in one punch. Said a lot and did a lot. And that's what's not understood, because every time I go, damn, he beat that nigga ass, everybody like, damn, he only punched him once. Hold on, let me sip my beer.
Nah, he floored him. With that one punch, he floored him.
It is possible to beat a nigga's ass in one punch.
Lawn chair.
It is quite possible to beat a nigga's ass in one punch. He fixed that nigga.
Yes.
He fixed his little red wagon.
Absolutely.
I don't know what was wrong with it.
It's just he didn't violate afterwards.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's where y'all got it misconstrued. You feel what I'm saying? Like he could have continued to punch him while he was down. That would be straight violation.
Yeah. This is the type of snuff that is often preceded by things like "fuck wrong with this nigga" or "nah, fuck that." You know what I'm saying? Like you tend to see these type of earth shattering movements take place in moments like that. And I'm not gonna lie, a little, because I thought the whole story that Cam was talking about on his show with Mace, maybe this is PYO material, but one day we gotta talk about Cam and Mace being on the show together, because somebody folded. I don't know what's going on, but niggas is talking big shit for too long. Somebody folded. But anyway, and they're gonna be like, yo, you trying to create problems between black men. This is not for this pod. So like the whole Cam Mace story about Jordan Poole saying some of those unsavory things regarding bitches and such, I'm like, this is perfect internet nonsense. Yeah. This is thread forum fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Now, Draymond seems to be leaning into that there's certain things you don't say between men. I don't think that that's a wholesale confirmation, but at least like that. Like
that's along those lines. It's along those lines, though.
Or that at least perhaps there was lines crossed. Maybe somebody was called out a name, whatever the case may be.
And from how it's being perceived as well, it was built up. You know what I'm saying? Because he made it very clear that it wasn't like a instant reaction off of just what was said that day.
And I don't feel like niggas was super apologetic, and nothing about it afterwards seemed super apologetic.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Niggas wasn't kicking it like homeboys. It was like some moments that was coming out of Jordan Poole being like, "Come on, dog." Like in moments of camaraderie, I'm like, "Yo." And listen, when it came down to it, and one of them boys had to go, it wasn't Dre. It wasn't Dre, because listen.
They just read up Dre too.
And I'm of the opinion that Draymond Green is handling the whole punch situation so fucking corny. And the fact that he punched that nigga in his jibs like that in the first place was so fucking corny. But I don't say that as some kind of hypocritical way. Like I've had corny moments. I might have corny moments again in the future. When I call something corny, I'm just speaking from a place of real honesty as far as what went down. Right? You end up in that situation in that moment, kind of corny. And I feel like the way he's going about talking about it afterwards is like, yo, listen, man, you got that gray in your beard for a reason, my boy. You getting the elder spokesman territory. Like just settle down and relax. Like you a little too caught up in this young fuckery.
You're above this now.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you'll never see footage of LeBron snuffing a teammate for talking to him crazy. Nigga,
might have happened behind closed doors. Might have happened.
Probably won't happen. He don't get down like that. He's too professional. Like, not that you can't get him mad enough to fight. It's just he's just a constant level of awareness. Nigga, Isaiah Stewart chased him around the arena. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At any point, bro could have been like, yo, you know what? Since you moving like this, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because I can hands you up and be fine. I don't think you could touch me and be all right. So what's really going on here, my boy? But LeBron kept his cool the whole time while a nigga is actively pursuing you to do violence to you. At least making it seem like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Braun is just, And
he ain't square up like Jordan Clarkson.
He's a politician. And I don't say that in a negative way. I think a lot of people try to hate on LeBron for being a politician, but it's all perspective. Because niggas love Michael Jordan for being a politician, but niggas hate LeBron. Let's just say what it is. We watching probably the you know what? We'll have a LeBron segment coming up. Let's finish up on this. So this is the position you put Jordan Poole in. How hard did you hit this nigga where this man daddy is online? Like, I just feel like this nigga's a bitch and he ain't apologized to me or my wife. Or he said some shit like he apologized to us.
Yeah, the family.
I snuffed this. Yo, you snuffed this nigga so hard his daddy expect an apology. That boy 23 years old or something like that. His daddy want an apology for how you did that, boy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not doing that to my son. If my son is a grown-ass man getting millions fucking bitches, I pledge not to embarrass him like that. You don't owe me an apology if you get into a physical altercation with my son.
With that grown ass man.
You know what I'm saying? You snuck my son in that way, but at the same time, we ain't see the whole video. Like, we ain't see the whole video, but like, if I feel like you snuck my son, that's one thing. And if my son, like, yo, we not on. First of all, we grown. I'm not raising my children to respect violence, but we can have a whole nother conversation about that. But like, you know, if my son dropped it, then I dropped it. This is his life, his altercation, his situation, how he's handling it. He's grown, probably paying some of your bills now, nigga. So let him handle his shit his way. I don't like that. Now Draymond, and anyway, Draymond responded to the nigga Pops is kind of corny because it's kind of like this hint of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't say that in front of me or something like that. Like, those kind of words don't go over well between
and
men.
We could speak about it.
Yeah, like, yo, relax, man. Like, nobody gonna act their age or they wage. You finally in a position where you can act your wage.
Yeah,
they say act your age, not your wage. You can act your wage.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I mean? But you won't.
I think the writing was on the wall as soon as that punch aired on the internet. I think the writing was on the wall. Like, I think the Warriors knew that they were gonna have to ship him. And
then, you know, and then reports come out that, and I don't know the veracity of these reports. I'm just gonna be real with you, but reports come out now that Draymond is not the closest with Kuminga, and maybe people are trying to figure out how to make progress in that relationship. Listen, Draymond Green has all the tools to be a good leader of young players because he is a good leader on the court as a teammate. He has a lot of the tools necessary to be a good leader of young teammates, but the things that I think might hold him back from it are very powerful things that can overpower. My mom always used to say the bad overshadows the good. In moments like that where it's like you stooping down to people's levels, now you just, you know what I mean, you put hands on him and now you letting his father know he can get hands put on him and shit like that. It's just like, you don't have to move like that. You don't have to do those things. You would never see Steph Curry do that. You would never see LeBron James do that. And there's a reason. It's not that negative situations don't come to them. They definitely move in a different way than you, where they don't invite negativity in a way that you do. But at the end of the day, there's a way to handle stuff. And I think Draymond has such the tools to like bond and reach out with and really be a good mentor to younger players. But these things will hold him back.
It's not working out.
You can't punch little bro in the face like that, man. Like, I don't know what the streets glorify. And I do know what the streets glorify. I don't care what the streets glorify. I don't care this. I don't care that. Like, you cannot be the big bro really trying to guide and love and nurture these young niggas and be the same nigga punching them in the face, man. And maybe Draymond would answer to you like, I wasn't loving and nurturing that nigga. Like, right. And that's fair. That's a great point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're well within your rights to do that, but you can't be both. And I've heard Draymond Green say that he's working on trying to be a leader of young guys, and it's like all of a sudden he's just elder statesman, and he's had some very insightful points on acknowledging where he is and where he finds himself. But I do think it'd be easier than he thought it was if he really truly sacrificed his ego, because he sacrificed his ego on the court in a lot of ways. But I do think there's like a little piece of ego death that he hasn't gotten to yet, where it's like, you got to get there.
He's still clinging on to a little piece of it.
Because you get to a certain age where you shouldn't be punching niggas in the face over basketball.
Who's to say it was over basketball, though? At the end of the day, we don't know.
And this is where everybody's different, because I do believe that, like, now, if I was worth millions of dollars, I think my days of punching somebody in the face is over. And even now, like, there's very little that I think, and I'm different.
I think he's pretty stern on. There are still some certain things that you can definitely get punched in the face for.
And as a lot of men on, like, as a lot of men on,
like, I have certain triggers. You know what I'm saying? And over time, that trigger just kept happening over and over and over again, and that was the boiling point. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what he's alluding to, like, especially in that last interview with Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's kind of just like trying to let it be known, like, yo, this just wasn't something that happened on that day. Like, I just, you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't get tripped off and was just like, yo, I'm still on him right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's not like we've ever heard of him punching a teammate in the face before.
Right.
So
you know what I'm saying? So
or after, like, for that matter. We got to be fair about that to the same extent where it's like,
we don't know what happened.
Yeah,
we don't know what happened.
I can relate to being the guy that's quote unquote in the wrong as far as attitude is concerned so often that like there are moments that like that's quote unquote in the wrong so often as from an attitude perspective that like when there are moments where it's like pretty understandable what happened with you, it's like, yeah, but it's always you. So I get that too, like where it's like maybe listen, you know what? Maybe I'm dick riding. Make some noise for me, possibly dick riding. And you're seeing a lot of elements of my personality play out in my take on this, but I really do feel like he dropped the ball massively as a professional, as a teammate, because everybody had to deal with that, not just him.
That entire locker room had to deal with that punch.
You know what I'm saying?
All
and
year.
And just kind of he let his teammates and his organization down, and he certainly let a lot of the people, like if Draymond Green is a stock, he certainly let a lot of the shareholders down in that moment too, because Draymond Green's stock fell in that moment. But you know what? We're not our worst moments. I'd be damned if I allow people to boil me down on my worst moments, and I'll be damned if I pretend to be the arbitrator of somebody else's worst moments. We are doing a sports podcast, and I think that punch is very significant. I think it's a very significant indicator of the machismo culture that exists within sports, of how it is a workplace where violence is still sanctioned in a lot of ways and kind of understood. And it's one of the few workplaces left in America where you can handle it like men, quote unquote, and really get into a fight and everybody be like, all right, you letting it go? We good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. I'm a professional, make millions of dollars. I'll get fined for saying the wrong thing on the podium, but I might get punched in the face on some sanction shit at work.
Nah, but he got suspended.
Come on.
I believe he got fined for
It's
it.
food and anywhere that they provide free food and coffee before we work and after, I'm not swinging on you.
You need criminal.
Maybe
charges
that's
first?
just the house nigga in me.
You need criminal charges. That's what you're saying.
Nah, man, maybe that's just the house nigga in me. But I feel like if shit alright here, ain't too much you gonna do that's gonna upset me. My upsetness is very determined to how well I'm doing at the moment. Like, you feel me? And that's the other thing. Like,
That's
not gonna
insane.
cap. I'm very linear that way. Like, where it's like my my aggression and anger be really tied to where I'm at with it right now. Like, if I'm struggling, I'm tight. Shit, alright, man.
So happy-go-lucky and shit. Like,
Man, I'm doing spin moves on bums on the train and shit. Hey, almost touched me there.
Yo,
Let me be dead broke and a bum touch
order
me.
in the court. Order in the court.
And again, this is like a deeper reflection.
He's
into
going
like,
crazy.
no, because I ain't gonna lie. Listen, we both been present for our man's getting his lip touched by a bum. And you do all that order in the court shit all you want, man.
Yo,
Until it happened to you,
that's not happening.
you don't know who you is.
That's not happening.
The way it happened, it could have happened to anyone.
That's not.
The way that happened.
Yo, listen. When
could
I
have
tell
happened
you,
to anyone.
when I tell you that's not happening, it's just not happening. I'm not gonna go into details as to how it's not gonna happen, but I promise you, it's not going to happen.
I just don't see how you could have avoided it the way it happened.
What?
The way it happened, there was no avoiding that, man.
Bro, first of all, life is all about experiences, right? Life is all about experience. I've experienced my friend get violated.
Yeah, because now
because
now you carry yourself different.
I'm telling you,
But if
it's
you was
not
in his
going to happen.
position of having never seen it happen, could have happened to you.
Who knows what would have happened that day? I don't know. If it was me, I don't know. But this is about basketball. This is about basketball. It's not about the street stuff.
No.
And bums, and New York City bums.
But the thing that frustrates me about that whole Draymond situation is I just think that it was a bad look. It was a bad look, and I worry that the culture of sports is so tolerant of some really negative behaviors that we exhibit. And it's not,
this shit might as well just be hockey.
And people argue that, just the nature of sports and how competitive it is. These are the types of things that come with it. And I don't know that. Because like I said, there were so many people. But then again, you know what? I'd have said that about Chris Paul, and I ain't going to lie. I remember being in a bar in the city watching a game, and all of a sudden Chris Paul was swinging them bitches. Swinging them bitches.
But
Rondo, I could have seen doing it.
But wait, no. Those were blows exchanged. Right?
And they have a history. They have a history of just like...
Nobody got knocked out.
No.
They exchanged punches. It got broken up very swiftly.
But it was quite violent.
It was.
And then you got to understand.
It
shout
was.
out to Brandon Ingram. I hope he's in counseling. Brandon Ingram running in there to try to sideline Chris fucking.
Great teammate.
Bro.
Great teammate.
Like Chris Paul, who is, and again, I'm going to always remind some of our listeners who may not be thinking about this, like, of the greater workplace implications of some of this. Chris Paul, at the time, I'm pretty sure is like president of the Players Union.
Yeah,
you running in to sneak the president of your union is nasty. Is nasty.
Grade A teammate.
Nasty.
Grade A teammate.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm getting in a tussle, and you ready to go sneak the man that I'm getting in a tussle with? Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Laying it all on the line for Rajon Rondo is crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, it kind of looked like he almost had him. He had to get in there.
It's crazy. It's nuts. I'm not laying it all on the line for like a 36-year-old Rajon Rondo who's been like sent home from teams in the playoffs already and shit like that. Like, wow. I'm not doing that, but you know what? Rajon Rondo won a championship with that Lakers team. Not that Lakers team, but like he won a championship with the Lakers, right or wrong. So, shout out to the winners.
He's a 2-time champion.
Shout out to the winners in life.
2-time champion Rajon Rondo.
Harden, the 76ers, Joel Embiid.
He's out of there, man.
James Harden.
He's out of there.
First of all, shout out to James Harden. A lot of niggas won't say this.
Packed him up. Get him out of Philly. You saw what the boys did. Yeah. He's running now. He's running. Because you know why? We're better than them. We always have been better than them.
Wait a minute.
And we're so much better than them. He's like, yo, I can't do it here.
Y'all did not.
After 1 year.
Y'all did not.
Bye.
Y'all did not go to the finals.
Bye.
Y'all did not go to the finals.
We packed them up though.
Okay, cool.
We packed them up though, and you were so confident. So confident. Oh yeah, what are y'all gonna do about Joel? What are y'all gonna do? Oh my God, Harden gave y'all 40. Wow. Yeah, y'all are going home. Yeah, I kept receipts. Yeah, I remember. And what did I tell you? Bro, it's okay. It's all good. Harden is not gonna do that the entire series. We know this. We know he's not going to do that in the entire series. He didn't. He did it one more time, right? What happened? Bye-bye in 6. And now he's, man, I got to get, I don't know. You treating
6 like you swept him or something. Like,
I'm treating him exactly how we've been treating them for years now. Sending them home. Sending them home. You know what? I can't. And there's no other fact than that. We've been sending them home.
I can't defend the Philadelphia 76ers in this moment because you're not saying things that are untrue.
Like, come on, brother.
That puts me in quite a predicament. Come on, brother. At the moment, you
sending
are not
them home.
Saying things that
MVP with an MVP level Joel Embiid, first ballot Hall of Famer. Nobody could do nothing with that man when he gets the ball rolling.
They can't.
They can't do it. James came through. It was looking good. And you know what I mean? Oh, him, Tobias, and then Tyrese Maxey going on a run. Everything is going well. Can't do it. Added PJ to there to try and see what. Can't do it. Now, all right. Goodbye, sir. Go to another team.
Y'all have to win.
Go to another team.
The way you talking, y'all have to win.
Stop it, bro.
Because I'm just saying, for you to be pumping this rivalry like this, and neither of these teams,
it's not a rivalry.
I feel you.
Hold on, it's not a rivalry. Okay. You just misquoted yourself. Okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? Pardon yourself. Yes.
For you to be pumping this hatred,
this ass whooping that we be handing out every postseason we see them.
For you to have this much animosity towards this team.
No.
All I'm saying is it would be crazy.
I want the people that are listening to know this animosity has been created by my brother that's sitting next to me right here. Because he loves to take every little moment, every little just thing that goes wrong within the Celtic organization, he loves to take it and rub it into the cut deeper and deeper.
No, I think our audience deserves to know certain things, and it's not my fault that nobody wants to play for your rinky-dink Beantown organization.
It's okay. That's why we got homegrown over here, baby. Got homegrown talent over here.
Yeah, sometimes
baby.
the only thing you have to eat are the broccolis and spinach and fucking...
And it's working out.
And pumpkins that you grow in your backyard.
And 3-leaf clovers. Don't forget about those.
You're enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
My thing with y'all are, you guys are pretty much done what you did with the 76ers, right? And I respect that. I talk my shit, and therefore I cannot get mad at you for talking your shit. I gotta come to the table and eat this crow, man. This humble pie, it's sickening. It hurts. It's tough. There's no frosting. It's not great. But
it's okay, brother.
I'm stomaching it. No Bev. Pause. You understand what I'm saying?
Order.
I feed that. But I want to say this. The thing about James Harden that is the most interesting takeaway for me, because my stance on James Harden has evolved. Right. Here's where I'm at with this. Mm-hmm. James Harden is one of my favorite players in the NBA to watch operate as far as like an off the court thing. Me too. This shit is really just a job. This shit is just work. Like the reports are that like after he took his little pay cut, by not taking an extension last year, he didn't like how the Sixers handle free agency, which like it kind of makes me feel like the PR route that him and his team are going is that they didn't suck him off enough. But that's whatever. That's not even what's so crazy. If you look at the course of James Harden's career, this shit just worked, dog. He still goes out and hangs out and parties with niggas on the same team that he's desperately trying to escape. It's cool. I'm not mad at y'all, bro. Gotta go. This business. No, you probably thought we could do something. No, you probably thought we could win, but we still cool, right? We can still pop bottles and fuck hoes. All right, my nigga, because I got to go do what's best for me. All right, boom. Yo, James don't give a shit about none of this. He will go out there and throw games. I don't feel like it. James Harden will go out there and give niggas whatever he's given. Right. He don't give a shit. Yo, James don't give a fuck how many jerseys he end up in. He don't care how it look. And this is why I really like, because I think that players get too caught up in that like bullshit culture. It's like I ended up wearing way more jerseys than I thought I would. Like, fuck that, nigga. Do what you want. Do what's best for you.
He was in the league.
But James Harden is the epitome of I'm doing what's best for me. I'm team hopping in my prime. You know what I'm saying? I'm making up for all the team hopping I didn't do when I was on Houston. And I mean, listen, bro. Shout out to James fucking Harden for treating his job like a fucking job, bro. He leave all that shit at the office. When he go home, all the bullshit, he leave that shit at the office, man. I wonder if he be giggling. I wonder if sometimes he go home and he just be weak, like, these niggas gonna be shocked when I dip. This shit crazy.
At what point do you think that he said that when he was on Brooklyn? Like when he was.
I think he was never all in. I think he came to Brooklyn and he was like giving niggas a shot. I think he came to Brooklyn and he was like, I think he had one conversation with Kyrie Irving about things, about just life, and I think he was like, I'm giving this a shot.
Right.
We can be really good. We could be really good.
If all three of us is just rolling on all cylinders.
As much as James Harden bailed on us the earliest, I'm 100% sure he gave us the old college try. I swear to God, I know. Because the reports made so much sense when it was just like, they just let Kyrie do whatever.
But that yes, and it was it has to be really frustrating, the fact that all three of them couldn't get on the court together. They had what, under 20 games?
As a unit, yeah.
As a unit, just them three playing on the court together, and that's why all three of them are here to be playing together.
Yeah,
that has to be so frustrating.
Well,
bro.
also, we didn't have to grab James Harden. We didn't have to. We did, and hindsight is 2020.
But that was a win to move. I said a win to move. Wow, I'm dyslexic. That was a move to win, though. That was a move to go get the whole thing.
It was
100%. You know, I don't think that was a long term play right there.
I mean, not just that though, but it's just like we could have not done that. Like us doing it was just like let's load up and like really really stack the deck. But look what it opens up. Like, and then James Harden, and he leaves the situation where he felt like he had to be this Iron Man. And he still has to be the Iron Man, essentially, because them two can't get on the court with him most times. And granted, the most notable playoff success that we had with that team, a lot of it was Kevin Durant carrying the hobble James Harden and being on the court essentially by himself. So,
Yep.
We don't want to just act like it never, like the inverse never occurred. But I think he gave us a real shot. And the thing about James Harden is I think this shit is just work, man. I think he processes when this shit ain't gonna get him what he want.
It's a business, right?
Yeah, like I think when he feel like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't gonna do it. Like, you know what I mean? He's gone. Because he don't have no problem. Like, there's no thing in him like, damn, what they gonna say, what they gonna think. No, fuck that. Are you crazy?
I gotta do what's best for me.
Are you crazy? Whose account is these millions going into? Yours or mine? All right, so I'm going to make my decisions with this money, about this money. Oh, James Harden doesn't have any heart. He doesn't have any stick to it. You know what that nigga got? Millions. You know what they stick in that account all the time. All type of shit, unless he throwing them at a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man get what he want, he do what he want, and I can't hate. I cannot hate. Also, being a Brooklyn Nets fan and going through the Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden debacle has desensitized me. These niggas gonna do what they do. Far be it from me. You know how I felt when I had those fucking goofy goobers on my team? I was just like, yo, get them out.
Yeah, you were.
And I was early on that.
Yes.
I was the first and only motherfucker like, yo, they gotta go.
Yeah, I was even telling you was crazy.
I just want my team back because I saw where it was going. I didn't respect the decisions that they were making. It's not that I have a problem with like, yo, listen. It's not that I have a problem with a collaborative effort between the players and the GMs. It was just like, this was like the front office and the players were so clearly in different places, and it was like, y'all made us get Steve Nash, and now y'all don't want Steve Nash, and y'all made us get rid of Kenny Atkinson, and he was a pretty good coach. Like, what are we doing? And then it's just like, y'all wanted DeAndre Jordan here, and now it's like, yeah,
for what?
Like, I was just,
for what? For what? Had to get rid of Jared Allen for that. It's crazy.
Fuck all that, man. Like, I'm just furious. I just wanted him gone.
Jared Allen could still be a net right now.
So yeah,
Jared Allen could still be a net right now.
But I'm personally desensitized to all this shit where nothing phases me, nothing surprises me. I just want more drama. Let's go. Mm-hmm. I don't feel betrayal. I don't hold these players to some arbitrary standard that they have to do this because another player did it this way. Go get what's best for you. James Harden never did no shit talking about super teams. You see how I'm at it? Because people will try to convince you that I am a Damian Lillard hater. They will. I know that that's going to be the narrative that one of you dickheads is going to spin about me, and that's fine. I love spins. I love it. But my whole deal is, it's about how you talk. I've never heard James Harden come out and
So you all about if you say something, you got to stand 10.
Or at least let us know that your thinking has changed. Don't just on the slick, on the humble, do your little devious dance. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Don't just humbly parlay to the other side. Like, I seen you over there. Like, I've seen you over there. Don't just devilishly, you know what I mean? Nah. Snake.
Nah, Snake is crazy.
Nah,
Snake is crazy. Snake is very
niggas
intense.
slither on over across the line sometimes. I'm like, yeah, bro. Because it was just all that.
Man.
So, and there's been small, slight musings that maybe possibly Joel Embiid might end up somewhere else. Do you put any stock into that?
I mean, people, the media is referring to what he said as a cryptic message with the whole, I don't really care where I win, whether it's here in Philly or somewhere else, you know what I mean? And then right there, writing on the wall once again. You know what I mean? Like, I believe, like with him saying that, he has started the timer. He has let his organization know, you guys are on the clock. You feel what I'm saying? You don't make something shake within this season. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't make something happen beyond second round. Yo, I'm out.
And it's like the wreckage of not keeping Jimmy Butler for every team that didn't keep him is just continued.
Tobias Harris over me? I know that haunts the GM.
Yo, if the team
that
was...
clip, that little soundbite probably haunts the GM.
Yeah.
Till this day.
Because he probably be trying to explain it. Like he probably be like, yo, it wasn't really like.
And the owner looking at him
Yeah.
like with a side eye, with the bombastic side eye, like, yo.
Son just at the same time, like, yo, you gotta understand, it wasn't like Tobias over Jimmy. It was just that certain shit couldn't work out this way, and so it ended up that we kept Tobias. But this nigga keep running around telling motherfuckers that it was Tobias over him. I'm not fucking stupid. I did not pick Tobias Harris over him. I was there every day. I saw who was better. The structure of the team, this, that, and the third, we just felt. And it's like, dude, shut up. You are an asshole forever. You're a jackass. This is what this is now. Jimmy Butler said you're a jackass. You're a fucking jackass. And listen.
Wear it.
And listen, I don't vouch for no man's intelligence. I don't vouch for no man's ability to detect intelligence in others. So I'm not saying that Jimmy Butler is smarter than anybody. What I am saying, though, is he seems to have a good internal sense of fuckery. And he seems to have a low tolerance for it. That don't mean he's always right. But if Jimmy Butler is sick and tired of you, you're probably annoying. If you piss Jimmy Butler off, you probably said or did something that didn't make sense.
Yeah. High chance of it.
You understand what I'm saying? As Jimmy Butler has intimated to have been the case in Philadelphia. And listen, if the Timberwolves didn't literally have Anthony Edwards, to me, I'd feel like they would still be feeling like this man came here. You might not like how he did it, but he challenged the stars and let them know they needed to be better. You know what I'm saying?
And essentially, they were a really good team when he was there.
One of those guys is currently on the Warriors, being better in the ways that he was being demanded to be better. You know what I'm saying? The other guy is here, doing the best he can. And celebrating 3-point contest victories.
And honestly, that whole loyalty thing he got going on too with them is just like, bro.
Oh, Cat?
Yeah.
Nigga. Bag.
Right?
Bag.
Okay, so get the bag first, then dip.
When you're that,
because it's not going to happen there.
No, well, my thing is when you're that caliber of player,
right,
who's going to qualify for that level of bag, which is so attached to the easiest way to get it is to be on the team that drafted you. Where it's like, listen, for the first 10 years of a guy like that's career, you on the same team, I don't care how much you like it there or not, bag. Mm-hmm. Bag. You need them first 3 contracts. Need that. Just way easier to get it here. Need that. You know what I'm saying? I do think Anthony Edwards prolongs the possibility of him staying because now you have his career, which his trajectory stands to go upward, and maybe it makes sense to stay with them if they can build something significant and sustainable.
Right.
Like if Anthony Edwards ends up being like a top 10 player in the NBA in the next 3 years, and Cat is like, Anthony Edwards becoming a top 10 player in the next 2-3 years is a large ass. But and Cat is like whatever he is at that point, which I would assume maybe be early 30s, possibly even like just hitting 30, 31 or something like that. Where it may look like that team is like one of the best options. If you got him, however good you think he is, because I think we all have varying opinions on how good Cat is. I won't touch that landmine right now, but who knows? But yeah, it's probably not going to happen there. It hasn't happened there before for anybody. I don't see why it would happen there now.
I just think it's based on the decisions they've made as far as like the way they built their team and what they had to give up to build the team. You know what I mean? It's just like you kind of handicapped yourself on getting good possible draft picks. Right. And
I mean, you don't think they could turn Rudy Gobert into serviceable shit? Like, you don't have to turn him into one big guy. Like, you could break him down into like 3 good players who serve really good purposes, and Anthony Edwards and Cat can be amazing, right? And then you don't have to take such a loss on your investment there. I'm not of the belief that it's impossible for them to, listen, they're not gonna get draft picks like they gave up. It's over with for that. But like,
or just even the possibility of getting somebody to come play.
Are you telling me there's no team that's a Rudy Gobert away from winning the championship? Or in the next 2 years, there will not be a single team that is like, yo, we're just a Rudy Gobert away. Come on, like,
you tell me, because I don't know.
I mean, don't put me on the spot. I'm just
because
These teams exist.
Okay.
I'm riding for you, Rudy. I'm fucking riding for you. I don't know what this other guy feels. I don't know how this other guy feels about you, right? Because listen, he loved Robert Williams III. Love Robert Williams III, but can't see why Rudy the shit. You feel me? That's cool. I get it. You feel me? He prefers rim protectors to be 6'8".
Come on, man.
My bad.
Come on, man.
But at the same time, I think if y'all was paying Robert Williams III $200-something million, you would be like, you would, whoa. Yeah. You would be writing letters to Boston, to Boston Celtics, like,
we can't even do that. We can't do that.
Like, dear Brad,
the amount of money that we're about to have tied into JT and J.
And he's not eligible for that kind of contract. But.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But I think we kind of strayed away again. We were talking about James Harden.
Oh yeah, it's just a job, man. He's fucking out of here now. Do you like him on the Clips? That's where he wants to go. Do you think he'll end up where he wants to go?
Shit. Honestly, him being on the Clippers would be nice, but I think that's kind of just going into the same situation you left from Brooklyn. Like, will y'all be able to all be on the court at the same time? Because PG and Kawhi have played, a handful of games together because of their own, battles with injuries and whatnot. So it's just like, you go there, yes, potentially, it can definitely be a fucking problem. You, PG, Kawhi on the wings, offensively, that's going to be insane. You know what I'm saying? But are they going to be there? And that's the question mark. That's always been the question mark with the Clippers, regardless, with or without James Harden. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's a question mark. It seems to have been a question mark everywhere James Harden has been. It's a question mark in Philadelphia with him and Embiid. It's a question mark if you go to the Clippers. It was a question mark in Brooklyn. Like him and
Embiid were available for most of the season.
For once, but Joel Embiid is not
during the postseason.
Nah, Joel Embiid he got hurt this postseason too. Like, he's always compromised in the postseason. Not that he doesn't always finish him out, but he always has a fairly significant ailment
that he's battling through,
which is tough to deal with. It's very Chris Paulish, but he's not 5'10", so it's not been the hamperer. Where like it just sucks. Where just like at the most important time of the fucking year, you always seem to be impaired in a way that is fairly significant.
Yeah.
Like in the fucking finals, he was coming off an injury where like he was having trouble dribbling the ball with one of his hands. It was like, oh my fucking god.
Honestly, no matter
it's like
where,
the buzzer beater against the Spurs where you literally tore your hamstring and hit the buzzer beater on the torn hamstring, and it was like so bittersweet because it was like, this is lit, but this means it's over.
Yeah. Well, truthfully, honestly speaking, no matter where Harden ends up, I'm gonna enjoy watching him play, like I always have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's one of the most electric offensive players, and he's a lefty. You know me, I'm a lefty, so I focus with all lefties and shit like that. But he's one of the baddest to do it, man. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna I don't think he's going to propel the Clippers that much into getting a ring.
I mean, how much propelling do you think they need? Do you think they just need for Kawhi and Paul George to be healthy at the right time, and then you have a good roster?
I mean, they've always needed that, so yeah.
But what? How far away do you think they are from winning a championship? Do you think that health puts them in okay, if they're healthy, then no, they're in there, or do you think that they need health and they need a few other things that they are lacking right now?
Definitely. Actually, when I really look at it, they might be a James Harden away from contending for NBA title. Because I do think that they have good bench depth. You feel what I'm saying? With Norman Powell.
I mean, they may have to compromise some of that in order to secure James Harden, but they do have.
You are absolutely right.
But they do have good depth. Otherwise, where it's like maybe they still can retain something.
Something, right? You know what I mean? So it's just like, I mean, their draft picks is always going to be shit because they always do well enough to where they're not gonna get anything good draft wise. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, now that you said the whole they might have to gut the team to even get him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So with that being said, having just him, Kawhi, Paul George, big question
I
mark.
guess Russ, because Russ is, I don't know. I don't know if they would trade him in that, but like they have Russ on the hometown discount.
Yeah. Oh man. But then again, it's just like you're gonna try the whole James and Russ thing again, just over here in LA, because it didn't work already.
I mean, it wouldn't just be James and Russ like it was in Houston. In Houston, it was like kind of the whole thing was built around James and Russ.
Right.
Now Russ just a guy. Russ just a dude. This guy's a dude playing another dude, man.
He is though.
You know what I'm saying?
He really is.
Russ just a guy out there doing the rest. It's like you looking at me like, damn, he kind of play like Russ.
Whole time he is though.
Yeah, Russ kind of play like Russ now. He not Russ no more. He kind of play like Russ.
There's a lot of flashes of that Russ.
Yeah. But that's a fucking another one in the books. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Ooh.
You know what we on? Salted Nets.
We out this bitch.
We stays in the building till we leave.
Stay with us, don't play with us.
Appreciate y'all.
You want to stop it?